and welcome to today's lesson. And today we are going to learn about sets. So give me your full attention and let's see what we can learn about this topic. What can you see below? The word spoon, knife, fork together in a curly bracket. The words red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet together in a curly bracket. The words football, ampe, skipping, netball in a curly bracket. So what is this all about? Well, the items in those brackets, they are all collections of items. What can we say about each one? Spoon, knife, fork. What can we say about these words? I'm sure you have guessed it. They are all cutleries. So we have an example of a set of cutlery. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. What is this? I'm sure you have guessed. It's a set of colors. Colors of the rainbow. Football, ampe, skipping, netball. What are these? Of course, you've got it. They're all examples of games that we play. A set of games that we play. So all sets are a collection of distinct objects of the same kind. Another way of saying that is that a set is a group of objects that belong to the same family. Set A equals spoon, knife, fork. This is an example of a set because it is 1. A collection of items. 2. The items are distinct. That means none of the items are repeated. 3. The items belong to the same category. In this case, cutlery. Set B equals AEIOU. This is another example of a set because it is 1. A collection of items. 2. The items are distinct. That means none of them are repeated. And 3. The items belong to the same category. In this case, vowels. Now come up with 2 examples of your own. And one person should come up to the board and write the example for the class to see if it is a good example of a set. You may use this empty blank board to do your writing, and I will just pause this video for a second while you write on it. So write an example of a set. Look at these groups of objects below. Write them down and underline those which are proper sets. Write them in your book and then underline those which are proper sets. Here we are. You see, set A is a proper set because it contains the word mango, apple, and banana. It contains the words mango, apple, and banana, and we all know that these are all examples of fruit. And set D also is a proper set because it contains the words ewe, asante, nzema, dagomba, and dagati. And what are they? Do you know? Yes, they are all examples of groups of people that live in Ghana. So these 2 are proper sets. Set B and C are not proper sets because you see, even though they are a collection of items, they don't really have a clear, distinct pattern. And as we said, in a set, all the items should belong to the same family. So it's important that we understand that a set is a group or a collection of objects that belong to the same family, and none of them should be repeated. They should be distinct. They should only appear once. Let's learn a little bit about set notation. When we speak of set notation, then we're speaking about the particular way that a set must be written so that everybody in the world can understand it. That is the beauty of mathematics. It's really a universal language. Everybody can understand maths. 1 plus 1 is 2 in any language, at least symbolically speaking. I will show you the correct and the incorrect set notation, and I want you to guess why the first one is correct and the second one is incorrect. Please pause the video after each one so that you can discuss why the first one is correct and why the second one is incorrect. Pause the video at this point and you can discuss as a class why the first one is correct and why not. Well, I hope you got it. The first one is correct because sets must be named with a capital letter. So in this case, set A with a capital A is correct. And the second one, set A, but because we've used a lowercase a, it is incorrect. So please remember, a set must always be given a name that begins with a capital letter. Have a look at this next one. Again, pause the video while you discuss why the first one is correct and the other two are incorrect. Good, I guess you guessed it. You got it right. The first one is correct because sets must always be set out using curly brackets. And the other two examples, where we have the normal bracket and the square brackets, are not correct because sets must always be set out with the curly bracket. And it is important that you know how to draw this curly bracket, so you may want to practice that later on. Let's look at another example. Remember to pause the video so that you can discuss why the first one is correct and the other ones are incorrect. Here it is. I'm sure you got it. The first one is correct because in a set, all the elements or objects in the set should be separated by a comma. And in the second example, the comma is missing. And another mistake, of course, is that we still have the lowercase a, which would actually now be capital, if we want to focus on the fact that only the commas should be in. Now that we know the proper way to set out a set, how to write a set, complete this exercise. Make sure you listen carefully and then set out the sets correctly. On the next slide, we will see if you have got it right or not. So listen here to the examples. Set A equals days of the week. Set B equals months of the year beginning with the letter J. And set X equals the set of odd numbers that are between 0 and 10. Set X is the set of odd numbers between 0 and 10. Let me repeat these. Set A is the days of the week. Set B is the months of the year beginning with the letter J. And set X is the set of odd numbers between 0 and 10. Pause the video while you solve these, and then we'll have a look if you've got it right. Well, I'm sure you got it. Set A, capital A, equals, in a curly bracket, Sunday, which is the first day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Set B, capital B, I hope you've noticed, equals January, June, July, the months of the year beginning with J. And set X, capital X, equals 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, which are the odd numbers between 0 and 10. So here we've noticed that when you set out a set, the name of the set must always be a capital letter. The set is enclosed within curly brackets, and the items within the set, which we call elements, are separated by commas. Make sure that you understand that and you always follow that set notation so that your sets will always be correct.